you should know. And we require only the formula from the polar Fourier series. We don't require the derivation. For in polar Fourier series, xt is given like C naught plus summation n equal to 1 infinity Cn cos n omega naught t plus theta n. In this polar Fourier series, this Cn and theta n is called the polar Fourier series coefficient. Okay, Cn and theta n, polar Fourier series coefficient. You should know. And if you break this part, if you break this above equation, C naught plus n equal to 1 and like Cn, if you break this cos part, cos a plus b, then it will be cos n omega naught t plus cos theta n minus sin n omega naught t sin theta n. This is the formula. So this is a polar Fourier series representation. If you compare with the trigonometric Fourier series, what is a trigonometric Fourier series gives? A naught equal to, not xt equal to a naught plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n omega naught t plus b n sin n omega naught t. I am saying this is the alternative of trigonometric Fourier series, that is polar Fourier series. Just I want to show the relation, okay, between polar and trigonometric. From 1 and 2, we can say if you compare this a naught is nothing but the c naught. So you can say that a naught is nothing but c naught. If you compare this and this, okay, this cos theta, Cn cos theta is more means coefficient with equal to an. So you can write an equal to Cn cos theta n. Okay, like Bn also you can compare. This Bn is nothing but this theta n. Okay, theta n and Cn. This sin theta n and Cn. So Bn you can write minus sin also there. So minus Cn sin theta n. So this is the relation between cos this trigonometric Fourier series and polar Fourier series. From here also you can find this this Cn. Cn can be written root over an square plus bn square, and theta n you can write minus tan inverse bn by n. Why? Because this when it these two you square and summed up, then you will find Cn below. Okay, Cn is nothing but root an square plus bn. Like theta n also you can find this minus n. When you divide these things, okay, you will find theta n equal to minus tan inverse bn by an. Okay, this formula you should know. Sometimes if the question asks find the polar Fourier series coefficient, then you have to first find the trigonometric Fourier series. Then using these two formula, you can find the polar Fourier series coefficient. Okay, we don't have the different derivation. Or if the equation is given directly like this, if something phase is there in the equation, cos is there, and Cn, then you can use directly with the compare with this equation also. You can say what are the polar Fourier series. Okay, after getting polar Fourier series, you can find the this trigonometric Fourier series also. Okay, it is upon you how you can use to means calculate the coefficients. From other coefficient also you can derive the means for other another Fourier series coefficient. So there has some relation. Okay, so I have given this relation for polar and trigonometric Fourier series. I have explained these things in section A, I think. So let me give another relation. After that, we'll start for new topic for both the section. So another relation between we should know, that is what is the relation between trigonometric Fourier series and polar Fourier series. Many times they have asked in the examination. Okay, so is it completed? Have you taken the note? Then let me give the relation between trigonometric Fourier series and exponential Fourier series. This relation is required, okay, because objective type question, if given, only 1 mark is present in the question, and they give that in a series of equation is given, and they will say find the Fourier series coefficient or polar Fourier series coefficient or trigonometric Fourier series coefficient. Then you should know this formula, okay, easily you can find. So let me give the relation between trigonometric Fourier series and the exponential Fourier series. This is also very important. Okay, let me write first trigonometric Fourier series. We know that xt trigonometric Fourier series, we know that xt equal to a naught plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n omega naught t plus bn sin n omega naught t. Okay, let me take first this part. Okay, afterwards I will take this two component a naught and summation. Let me take only this part a n cos n omega naught t plus bn sin n omega naught t. Okay, so if we break this cos term a n, we know that cos theta is e to the power minus e to the power j theta j n omega naught t plus j min e to the power minus j n omega naught t by 2. Okay, similarly if you break the sine term, it will give e to the power j n omega naught t minus e to the power j n omega naught t minus sign will be there by twice j. Okay, you take common this e to the power j n omega naught, and here also e to the power j omega naught is there. Take common, then you will find a n by 2 from here. Here positive plus p n by twice j. You common e to the power j n omega naught t. Okay, similarly you take common. Any doubt? Who is this? Please mute your mic. So take common e to the power minus j n omega naught t. Okay, when you take common this from both the term, you will find a n by 2 minus will become, because minus is there, and b n by twice j. Okay, this thing will come. So you can rewrite this. You can rewrite this like take the half common, and j you write here. You multiply j below denominator and multiply numerator with j, then it will become minus. So it will be half a n minus j b n. Okay, e to the power j n omega naught t plus common half, it will be a n plus j b n will come e to the power minus j n omega naught t. Okay, so it's over. So we can take this thing as a xn. Okay, so let me write here only. So let what we can take, let xn is half a n minus j b n. If xn is this, okay, what will be the value of x minus n? X minus n will be, you can write x star also, no problem. X star, it will half a n plus j b n, because it is plus is there, That's why we can take star also. So this summation can be right like now. Or you can say that this summation, okay? Or this equation can be right now. If you write here one can be right now. Xn e to the power j n omega naught t plus x of minus n e to the power minus j n omega naught t. Okay, I have derived only this part of the equation, trigonometry Fourier series. Okay, if you take the summation term, this is for n equal to 1 and this is for n equal to, this is minus. Okay, so you can write that thing like this. So you can write this thing like summation n equal to 1 infinity a n, what n, you write xn to j n omega naught t plus x of minus n e to the power minus j omega naught t. Okay, if you, since minus is there, you can combine like this. This thing you can write like this, n equal to, okay, give it 1, give it 2 equation. Then you can write now equation 1 . So now equation 1 would be how much? You can write xt equal to n equal to minus infinity to infinity xn e to the power j n omega naught t. You can write directly. Okay, where you can write where xn equal to, we know that half an minus j bn, and x naught would be how much? X naught would be a naught only. Okay, this is the exponential Fourier series we have got from the trigonometry Fourier series, and the relation we have got between the exponential Fourier series and trigonometry Fourier series is that xn equal to half an minus j bn. Many times they have asked this relation. Some problem also they have given that the problem is given in terms of trigonometry Fourier series. They will ask, okay, find the exponential Fourier series. Then you have to use this formula. Okay, this is the equation for the exponential Fourier series. I have derived. This is the derivation. It's okay. It's over. So on the other hand, this is the relation. This right hand side, this trigonometry Fourier series is there. Left side is exponential Fourier series. So if you write the trigonometry Fourier series in terms of exponential, then you can write like this, because we know that we find, or we know xn is how much? Half a minus j bn. Okay. Similarly, x of minus n equal to how much? 1 by a plus j bn. Okay. So when you take these two plus, if you plus these two equation, then you will get an equal to xn plus x of minus n, and bn equal to j xn minus x of minus n. Okay, this is the relation between exponential Fourier series and trigonometry Fourier series also. If exponential Fourier series is there, then you can sum up this exponential Fourier series to find the an. Similarly, you can find the bn with the equation this second one. So after this, I have taken the class in a section also. Okay, let start for a new topic. Do you if you have any doubt, you can ask. So This is the just a formula you should know, because to do the mathematical, you should know the relation also. Okay. So now I'll give some numerical. After that, I'll explain some of the property of Fourier series. Okay. But let me give some numerical which are very important, because till now what I have given, all the numerical are in the form of cos or sin time, okay, or exponential term also. But if the problem is given in the waveform, okay, then how you will going to solve that? So then come to the new topic. Okay, in a waveform, they will give waveform and they will ask plot the magnitude and phase spectrum of the waveform. Okay, so then you should know first how we can derive this equation in terms of this Fourier series, and after that how will draw the magnitude or phase spectrum. I will explain now. What is called Fourier frequency spectrum? Question is that what is called frequency spectrum? Okay, can anybody say? Okay, this is the last slide. And can anybody say what is called frequency spectrum? Frequency spectrum, nothing but if we plot something with respect to the frequency, okay, then that is called frequency spectrum. Or you can say that if we write the x-axis, represent the x-axis with the frequency term, then the waveform or the graph that will find, that is called frequency spectrum. Okay, let me give the definition. The frequency spectrum of a periodic signal I am giving, I am dealing with, because Fourier series only deal with the periodic signal. Okay, that's why I'm taking a periodic signal only, but frequency spectrum can be drawn for the aperiodic signal also, and the definition you can change when I explain the Fourier transform. Okay, frequency spectrum of a periodic signal. So frequency spectrum of an electrical signal is the distribution of the amplitude and the phase of its frequency. Yes, you can say like that also. The Fourier series, how we can write? You can write like this also, what I am giving now. Is a plot of its Fourier coefficient versus frequency or frequencies. Okay, there are two types of plot of frequency spectrum. One is amplitude spectrum, other one is phase spectrum. Okay, one thing you should know, just take a note, you should know this thing, that trigonometric Fourier series, if you plot, okay, in the frequency spectrum, it will give one-sided plot only. An exponential Fourier series is nothing but two-sided spectrum. By looking the equation also you can see, because exponential Fourier series I am writing n equal to minus infinity to infinity. So if you plot in frequency domain, then that's give a two-sided, okay? But trigonometric Fourier series is a one-sided spectrum, but we are not do any problem from the trigonometric Fourier series. I'll give all the problem in place of exponential Fourier series only. Because if some graph is there, then you should go to find the Fourier series, that is exponential Fourier series, okay? Then also you can easily plot the amplitude spectrum as well as magnitude spectrum, okay? So this thing you should know. So let me give the problem. It's over. If you complete, please write in the chat box, or you have any doubt, you can write in the chat box. So take the problem. Find the magnitude spectrum. This is very important. And phase spectrum of rolling signal, okay? What I am saying, if something graph is given, and if they are saying, okay, find the magnitude spectrum or phase spectrum, or find the Fourier series coefficient, okay, you should think with the exponential Fourier series, because with the help of exponential Fourier series, we can easily find the coefficient. After that, you can convert that in the trigonometric Fourier series also, or polar Fourier series. But if graph is there, that is the easy trick, okay? You should remember those things. If problem comes in the graphical, you should solve those problem with the help of exponential Fourier series. This graph, this is a periodic signal. The signal should be periodic. You should remember that. If signal is not periodic, you cannot apply the Fourier series means formulas, okay? Next, what types of signal this one? Even on odd.
Even.
So even signal, this is even signal. Another thing you should know, as I am saying, if graph is given, then you should proceed to solve with exponential, okay? Another thing you should know, if problem is given, then you should first find whether the signal is even signal or odd signal, okay? Because when you find the signal is even or odd, then you can easily say whether Bn or An term will be present or not, okay? This is even signal, so only Bn term will be present, no An term, okay? Like that you should know. If you derive in the cosine term, okay? Trigonometric Fourier series. But now we are going to derive this in terms of exponential. So, but you should know what types of signal this. Symmetry nature also you should know when you are going to solve in trigonometric Fourier series, this Fourier series concept. So there are two more symmetry nature is there. I will explain if I get time. I already explained the even and odd, is not it? Even signal are symmetry signal, odd signal are anti-symmetry, as well as there is half wave symmetry is there, and other is half wave symmetry. Other is hidden symmetry. There are two more hidden symmetries there, hidden symmetry and half wave symmetry. If I get time, I will explain those, because those are also very important. So to solve this, I am saying that please take the concept from the exponential Fourier series, okay? And first of all, you should find the time period of the signal. What is the period of this signal? What is the period of the signal? Time period is, if you take this, or okay, you can find. This is after here it is repeat, no? Or you can take here also. Up to here if you take. T by what? T by 4, that is T by 2. And here also little bit, here also little bit. It is time period only T only, okay? We have taken its periodic signal whose time period is T, okay? Then what will be the omega naught? These two things you should find first. Omega naught is nothing but cos pi by T, okay? Then Xn you can write, we know the formula, that is 1 by T, T naught plus T, okay, xt e to the power minus j and omega naught T dt. This is the formula for Xn, exponential Fourier series. The time period is T only. The range you can write here, if you take up to this, you can take minus T by 4 to T by 4. Or if you want to write minus T by 4 to thrice T by 4 also you can write, okay? This thing one period, total period from here to here, okay? So you write xt, it was j and omega naught T dt. So you can break this thing. You can break how? 1 by T minus T by 4 to T by 4. A will come A e to the power j n omega naught T plus minus T by 4 to thrust T by 4 will be 0, okay? Because amplitude is 0. This second one is T by 4 to thrice T by 4, okay? The amplitude is 0. So there, this will give 0 only. So action, let me solve this. Have you taken the note?
1 minute.
This derivation, this solution you should know. Okay, many times the question will come. And you should do more practice, okay? And take the problems from the textbook also and try to solve those problems also. So if you integrate this thing, what you will get? Take that A outside. Xn will be A by T e to the power j n omega naught T minus j n omega naught. Limit will be T by 4 to minus T by 4. Have you completed this thing? So Xn will be A by T e to the power j n omega naught minus will be there, minus is there. If you take this outside, means minus A by j n omega naught, it will come e to the power minus j n omega naught T by 4. You have put the limits also. It will be plus will become, because minus is there in the limit, T by 4, okay? So you take j inside and minus sign is there. So if you take a by pi n, if you take here 2j, okay, if you what you can write omega naught you can write 2s pi by t. Okay, this t cancel. Okay, and 2 and 4 2 will come, then ultimately we will have j n pi by 2 minus e to the power minus j n pi by 2. Why this minus has come? Because I replace this minus, this minus I have taken inside the bracket. Okay, that's why this second term will come as the first term. What is a by t? A by t I have taken from the here, no, I have got from here. This a taken outside. Okay, so this a by t you can write like this also, no, 2s pi by omega, or you can write omega equal to 2s pi by t. This omega has taken here. Okay,